hope that you're doing well.
Oh, hey there, Amy. What's the matter? Did you need me for something? I'm a little busy today.
I just wanted to ask you something. That's all. I heard that you're going on vacation to the beach with my brother Mark.
Wait, what? Who did you hear that from? I don't remember telling you about this at all. It's just a family vacation we planned for us and our daughter.
I think that your daughter told my mom about it. I heard about it afterwards from my mom.
So that's why you know about it. I guess Mina couldn't keep it a secret because she's so excited to go to the beach. I can understand why she would talk to her grandma about it. It's actually the first time we're going on a vacation to the beach with her.
I can't believe that you didn't invite me to come with you guys. I'm your sister-in-law. You really should have invited me. I feel so left out right now.
Why do you feel left out? I don't think we have any obligation to invite you. I'm sorry, but me and Mark had already decided that we wanted to go on a family vacation with Mina. This is a special vacation just for the three of us. We've been planning it for a while.
So you're telling me that you don't consider me as a family member? I'm very offended by that. I don't understand how you can say mean things like that to me.
I'm not trying to be mean to you at all. It's just that we planned this vacation for the three of us. We don't really want anyone else coming with us. It's not that we don't like you or anything like that.
Even my mom was angry when she heard about this. I think that she wanted to be invited as well. She was complaining that you always make plans without including any of us. Do you not care about your parents-in-law at all?
That's not really my intention at all. I care about your mom and dad very much. I also think that I include her in a lot of our family's plans. We try to come to visit her at least once a month, even though it takes over 2 hours to get to her place. I'm also the one that always drives her to the hospital when she needs to see the doctors. We're also the ones that pay for all the food whenever we have a family gathering. I think it's unfair to say that I don't care about my parents-in-law.
I think everything that you said is what Mark should be doing as the eldest child anyway. It's his obligation. You were the one that decided to marry him. You should be doing everything that you just listed out, regardless of the situation. I think you should stop acting so arrogantly just because you do those things that you listed out.
I'm sorry if I was being arrogant. That wasn't my intention at all. I just wanted to get the message across that I cared about my parents-in-law. I also care about you, too.
I don't believe that at all. If you really do feel that way, I want you to prove it. A beach vacation would be the perfect opportunity to prove yourself. All of us would love to go on a beach vacation with you guys.
What do you mean by that? I'm a little confused right now.
Stop acting like you don't know what I mean. If you really care about us, you should take us all with you to this beach vacation.
What do you mean by us?
My mom and dad and my family. That makes 5 of us.
Wait, hold on a minute. I can see why you want me to bring you and your parents along with us on this vacation. Why should I have to invite your husband and child as well? They have nothing to do with this.
Actually, I think my mom would be much happier if my entire family came. Mom and Mark never really seemed to get along, even when we were younger. That's why I think that she would want me and my family to come as well. If you invite me and my family, it would solve all the problems at once.
Who's going to be paying for all of you to come with us? A vacation to the beach isn't that cheap, you know.
You guys are going to pay, of course. Mark earns a lot of money, right? I can't believe that you're trying to make us pay for ourselves.
Are you seriously trying to make us pay for all of you? Your husband also works a full-time job, doesn't he? Can't you guys at least pay for yourselves? I guess we can pay for your parents if needed.
Why don't you guys just pay for all of us? What's the difference between 3 people and 8 people? It's going to be pretty much the same price even with 8 people.
Did you seriously just ask me what the difference is? That's almost triple the amount of people. We were planning on going as just the 3 of us. I'm not even sure if I can make hotel reservations for 5 extra people. I think the hotel might be fully booked already. The hotel we're going to be staying at is very popular. It usually fills up very quickly.
Well, that's on you to do something about it. Figure out a solution for us.
You're just being ridiculous now. I can't do anything about it if the hotel is fully booked.
If you really don't want us all coming with you, then I'll tell my mom that you don't want us coming. I'll also tell her that you don't want us coming because you hate us.
I never said anything like that. Stop twisting my words. I just don't think it's fair for us to have to pay for all 5 of you. I also don't know if it's possible to add 5 people to the reservation.
Stop making up all these excuses! I really think that you should just listen to what I'm saying if you want to get along with my family. Just take us all on the vacation with you guys and we will be content.
Hey, Mark. Do you have some time right now? There's something that I need to discuss with you. Yeah, I'm on my lunch break right now. I'm free to talk. What's the matter? I just received some text messages from your little sister, Amy. Not her again. Are you okay? What did she say to you this time? Did she demand money again? It wasn't money this time around. She's asking to come on vacation to the beach with us. Wait, what? I can't believe that she's asking you that. How did she even know that we're going on a vacation to the beach? Remember the time we visited your parents last week? I think Mina accidentally told your mom about it on that day. Your mom probably told Amy about it afterwards. And now she's demanding that we take her and her family with us. I wanted to go on this vacation as just the 3 of us. Where are they even planning to stay if they come with us? The hotel that we booked is really popular, so I'm sure that it's full already. Yeah, I told her that, but she wouldn't listen to me. She told me to figure something out. Also, she's trying to make us pay for all of them. I think it's 5 extra people in total. I hope she's not serious about that. They're trying to tag along and make us pay for everything. Yeah, pretty much. That's definitely not going to be happening. We are not paying for the rest of my family to come with us on vacation. They always do this to me. They say that I should be paying for everything because I'm the eldest son. There's something seriously wrong with my family. Would you be able to tell Amy that they can't come with us on this vacation? It's a little difficult for me to reject them. Yeah, that's totally fine. You can leave the rest to me. I'm really sorry that my family is being this rude to you. It's really okay. There's no need for you to apologize. It's partly my fault for not being able to communicate my feelings to them very well. It's not your fault at all. It's just that my family members are a little spoiled. I'll contact my mom and sister right now. I'll clearly tell them that they can't come with us on this vacation. I'll let you know what they say to me once I get back home. I'm really sorry to cause you all this trouble. Thank you so much for doing this for me.
Kara? What have you done? Did you say something to my brother Mark? He just told me that we're not allowed to go on the beach vacation with you guys. He said that we can tag along only if we pay for ourselves.
I'm really sorry, but that's what we agreed on together. I don't think it's fair for us to have to pay for the 5 of you.
I can't believe this. How could you do this to us? My mom is absolutely furious right now. She was really looking forward to going on this vacation.
I'm really sorry, but you guys can't come with us this time around. I hope that you guys can understand why we made this decision.
There's no way we're going to be understanding of this decision. We are not going to forgive you for this. You better watch out.
Hey, Kara. Did anybody from my family text you? Yeah, Amy texted me a few minutes ago. She seemed to be absolutely furious at me. That idiot. I'm sorry if she said some terrible things to you. I clearly told her that they wouldn't be able to come with us. I also told her not to contact you anymore. I guess she didn't listen to me at all. She also told me that they were coming on the vacation with us no matter what. I have no idea what they're planning on doing. I think we should be fine. The only thing that they know is that we're going on a vacation to the beach. They don't know exactly where we're going or what hotel we're going to be staying at. I hope it's all going to be okay. The thing is, Amy's very good at using the internet. She stalks people on social media all the time. She's done some pretty scary things using social media in the past.
That's kind of scary to hear about. I had no idea. I guess I should stop posting too many things on my social media.
Hold on a minute. I think I just figured out a way to solve this problem.
What did you figure out?
I think we should stop hiding information about our vacation. What we need to do is tell them fake information. We can set up a trap for them.
A trap? I'm not too sure I understand what you're trying to do.
We just need to make sure that they don't turn up to the same location as us when we're on vacation. We can lie to them about where we're going and make them go elsewhere.
How are we going to go about doing that? I think it might be a pretty difficult thing to do.
I actually have a great method in mind already. You're connected to Amy on Instagram, right?
Yeah, I think we do follow each other. I don't think I've posted much on it lately, though. I'm not even sure if she looks at my page at all.
I'm pretty sure that Amy is constantly checking your profile to see where you're going. That's just the kind of person she is.
Wait, what? She's stalking me?
I wouldn't be surprised if she was. We can use this to our advantage, though. I want you to make a post exactly as I tell you right now.
Are you sure that we should be really doing something like this? It would mean that we're completely tricking your family.
You don't need to worry about that at all. I think I've had enough of my family treating me like this. My parents are clearly favoring Amy's husband and daughter over us. They continue to ask me for financial support and many other things. I can't take this kind of treatment anymore. It's about time they get taught a lesson. If they really try to come on our vacation and make us pay for everything, I'm going to cut ties with my entire family. If that happens, I think we're going to have to move to a new apartment so that they won't know where we live. Would it be okay if I asked you to start looking for a new place to live?
Yeah, I can do that. Are you really sure about this, though?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure about this. I've been thinking of cutting ties with my family for a while now. I'm really sorry for involving you in all this mess.
It's really okay. Don't worry about it at all. Hey, Kara! The food at this place is so good! I think this is the best meal I've ever had. Try to guess where we're at right now. I'm sorry, but I have no idea where you are. All you sent me was a photo of your food. We're actually in the same hotel as you guys. This is the restaurant that's located inside the hotel. Wait, what? You're at the same hotel as us? It was way too easy to find where you guys were going on vacation. You really shouldn't be posting the name of the hotel you're staying at on Instagram. So you found my location from my Instagram? That's kind of like stalking, isn't it? What are you talking about? We follow each other, so it's not stalking at all. I still can't believe you were dumb enough to post the hotel you're staying at, though. It made my job really easy. You really should be more careful about what you post on the internet. So you guys decided to make a reservation there after seeing my Instagram post? Yeah, pretty much. We're eating the most expensive dinner course at the menu right now. You guys are going to be paying for all this, by the way. The room reservations for the 5 of us came out to be around $1,200. I think the bill for this dinner is going to come out to around $800 too. You guys are going to need to pay around $2,000. I can't believe we're getting all this completely free.
$2,000?
That's a lot of money. It wouldn't have been this expensive if you had have just invited us from the very start. This is your fault. You tried to leave us out of this, and that's why it turned out to be so expensive. If you don't want this to happen again in the future, make sure you listen to what I say from now on. I can't believe Mark predicted all of this happening. What are you talking about? I think there's been a misunderstanding, so let me clear some things up. The hotel that you guys are at is not where we're staying at all. Why are you lying about this? I already saw the evidence. I saw your post on Instagram. I only posted a picture of that hotel on my story because I wanted to go there in the future.
We're on vacation at a completely different beach resort.
Wait, what? You guys aren't at this hotel then?
We're not even close to where you guys are. We also can't afford to stay in such an expensive hotel.
Hold on a minute. Who's going to be paying for all this then? We just finished eating the really expensive course dinner.
You guys made the reservations and ate all the food, right? I think it's very clear who should be paying for it.
We can't pay this ridiculous amount of money.
Well, that's how we feel too. It's not like we're super rich either. We've been wanting to go on this vacation for a while, so we've been saving up for about half a year. We don't have the extra money to pay for the 5 of you. We also have no obligation to pay for you guys either.
I told my mom about all this. I told her that you tricked us. She's really angry at you right now. You're going to be in so much trouble now.
You always go straight to your mom as soon as things don't go your way. You're an adult now. You need to be more independent. Although there is something that I want you to tell her for me. Mark is planning to cut ties with all of you.
Wait, what did you just say? Why would he want to do that?
He told me that he has had enough of you guys treating him so terribly. What you guys tried to do to us on this vacation was the last straw, apparently. He's actually really angry right now. I can totally understand how he feels, though. You guys booked an expensive hotel and dated a really expensive restaurant and tried to make us pay for it all.
Why is Mark not replying to any of my calls? I've tried to call him over 5 times already.
He told me that he had blocked your phone number completely. I'm also going to be doing the same thing pretty soon. I have no reason to talk to you anymore now that he's cut ties with you.
Wait, hold on. Don't block me just yet. I'm really sorry for everything that I said to you. My mom is also apologizing for the way she treated you guys. We promise that we'll treat you guys better in the future, so please don't abandon us. Could you guys at least pay for the $2,000 that we owe this hotel?
How about you pay it for once? Mark's always been the one paying for everything. I think it's about time you and your husband pay for something. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your vacation. We're having a wonderful time at this beach resort, by the way. I'm really glad that you guys aren't here with us. Amy tried to explain the situation to the hotel so that they could leave without having to pay for anything. The hotel did not listen to her excuses and asked her to pay the full amount. Amy's husband ended up paying the $2,000 to the hotel. I really can't believe that they were trying to make me and Mark pay for them. After returning from vacation, Amy and her mom tried to take revenge on us and visited our apartment. Fortunately, we had managed to move out the day before they arrived and didn't have to encounter them. Mark thought that something like this might happen, and kept all the information about the company he works for a secret to his family. I also blocked Amy on all my social media accounts. We were finally free from Mark's overly aggressive and rude family. Currently, the 3 of us are living a peaceful and happy life in our new apartment. It really does feel like a huge weight has been lifted off our shoulders. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Wait a second. No way, right? Don't tell me it's Celia. To think I'd run into you.
Wait, who is this? I think you've gotten the wrong number somehow.
Yeah, come on, don't tell me you forgot who I was. It's your very, very special man, Xavier.
No way. But I blocked your number. I even changed my mobile number to play it safe. How did you end up finding my new contact details?
Well, you weren't the only one with a new mobile number. 2 can play at that game.
Ugh, but that doesn't explain how you could have guessed my mobile number.
Oh, I have my connections, don't worry at all. There's nothing I can't figure out with a few helpful friends.
Well, you got what you wanted. Why did you want to talk to me anyways?
Look, I was just gonna check up on you because I noticed that you were here at the same venue as me.
Same venue? What are you talking about?
But God, it's been over 3 years since we last talked, hasn't it? We might as well grab a bite to eat and catch up, methinks. I mean, especially when we ended up coming to the same wedding celebration.
No, don't tell me you're really here at this wedding venue. And you were invited as a guest?
Well, there's only one wedding that will be occurring here tonight after all. You guessed it, baby. We've been invited to the same wedding by pure coincidence and chance. Would you believe that? But to think we'd reunited a friend's wedding just completely randomly. Jesus, God sure does some weird things. To answer your question though, I was invited by none other than my good friend Max, the groomsman of this wedding. So, you're close to him, are you?
No, I was invited by his soon-to-be wife, Teresa. She's a colleague at my workplace, actually.
Yeah, so you work at M Industries right now, do you? Look at you climbing up the ranks and working in high-end businesses. Who would have thought that someone like you would have ended up doing that, though? Sheesh, I'm surprised.
Why does it matter to you where I work? And what's with that condescending tone anyways? Are you trying to annoy me?
Oh, hold that thought, girl. Don't tell me you forgot about the whole marriage situation. You know that I'm the husband of your younger sister, Nicole. What can I say? I'm a man of my word. And when she confessed her feelings to me, I just couldn't say no. I'm sorry that I pushed you aside, but even I felt bad about doing all of that. So I'm here now checking up on you.
Ugh, who in the world do you think you are? You go ahead and cheat on me with my own sister, and then you have the gall to say all of that? I can't believe Nicole would even do something like that to contribute to betraying her own sister. You're both vile. Why would you even blame me for not wanting to talk to the either of you after something like that? There's a reason why I went as far as to block your number, you know? So, I'd really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could stop contacting me here.
Alright, look, just chill now. You don't need to get so emotional. Things happen. Look, and it's a festive day when our friends are getting married to each other, so let's just drop everything that happened in the past and just sit back and enjoy it all.
I don't understand why we need to be talking, though. What does that have to do with our friend's wedding?
Look, Celia, that's what I'm saying. You just need to chill today. Let's just take a deep breath and take it easy, yeah? I'm not gonna ask you to do anything for God's sake.
Look, the ceremony's about to start now. I want to concentrate on the whole thing without having to look down at my phone, so I'll be going now.
Alright, true. We can't be rude now. Oh, right, Celia. I completely forgot to mention this. Big news. You need to listen. I'm actually a father now. How cool is that? I know we weren't able to have a kid together, but at least finally I have my own child. It's a boy, in fact. I mean, I didn't really care what gender my kid ended up being, but my wife kept nagging me, telling me we needed a son and all, so at least she's happy. And because I've started to praise my wife for giving birth to a strong son, now she's absolutely head over heels for me. Well, I'm not saying she wasn't madly in love with me before, but you get my point. Anyways, because of this, we've had absolutely no problems or arguments in our marriage whatsoever. If your body was a little stronger and you could give birth to my child, then my mom wouldn't have hated you so much. But what can you do? You can't win them all, as they say. It was 5 years into our marriage and you couldn't give birth to a kid though. In a way, I'm not surprised at all that my mom didn't end up liking you. But thinking back, what a wild time that was. I mean, with all the arguments about divorce payments and splitting our property and belongings and all that. Glad that's all left behind and in the past now, don't you think? But then Dad ended up getting a ton of funds, luckily from my grandpa, as he passed away during the time we went through our divorce, so everything was looking pretty bright too. It's all about perspective, isn't it? You can view a terrible thing in a positive way, and then you end up as a happy man. Kind of beautiful when you think about it that way, huh? But because of all of that, I have a ton of money in my name too, and so my life is all sunshine and rainbows. God, I wish I could share this wealth with you too, but what could I do? Anyways, all I'm trying to say is this. I know we had our good moments and all, but thinking back, breaking up with you might have been one of the greatest decisions of my life. I mean, look at me. I'm playing the story of life through easy mode, baby. But look at you, Celia. I mean, where do I even begin with your life? I almost feel bad for you. Your whole situation is so awful, it's genuinely laughable. I didn't want to burst out laughing and look like a weirdo, so I held it all in, but God, it was so hard holding it in when I saw you. I mean, look at that giant stomach of yours. The amount of chubbiness you've gained is insane. All that in under 3 years, it's almost impressive at that point. I guess you just gave up all of your dignity after I threw you out. Hey, I never thought it'd affect you this badly. I know I shouldn't make fun of you, but come on, just take a good look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, come on, don't sulk. Jesus, I tell this much to you and yet you don't even want to respond, huh? You do realize I see you across the room. Your phone is literally on the table right in front of you. Oh, hurry up and stop ignoring me. Hey, Celia. I noticed you're real close to that one dude next to you. You're trying to hit on him or something. Give it up. He's not gonna want a woman as chubby as you are. Do you even know who that is, or do I need to remind you? That's the one CEO that's making headlines with his new business tactics and growing his company super rapidly recently. I'm sure you've even heard of him. Wait, don't tell me you're trying to get in with him for all the money. You're delusional if you think someone of that caliber is gonna fall for an absolute failure like yourself. It's gonna snow in summer before you ever had a chance with him. Go on, take my advice and start dieting, and maybe then you'd have a fraction of a chance with a man like that. Oh man, this is too funny. Hey, look at that. It seems like the photos are starting. I guess any guest can take a picture with a groomsman. Anyways, now might be a good time to stop giving that man next to you any more trouble. You understand? Why don't you dig into all that food in front of you? I'm sure you'd love it. All right, I need to know. You've hid it from me way too long. How did you end up with a body like that? Come on, share the secret. I can't promise I won't laugh though. Besides, I know my wife and son would love to know the secrets behind your body. Oh, let me guess. I bet you ended up feasting and eating your life away once I broke up with you just from the depression. No wonder you ended up gaining all that weight. Can't say I don't blame you.
Oh, shut up already!
Oh, hey, you finally responded.
I, unlike you, have morals and thought to myself that using a phone at a wedding ceremony other than to take photos is considered rude. So I'd appreciate it if you could do the same thing and enjoy the moment. But I just checked all of the crap you sent me over the past few minutes. But what do you even want me to say to all this? Can you not try and drop my mood down on such a celebratory day like this? What's wrong with you? Why did you even come here in the first place if all you were going to do was try and annoy me to get a reaction out of me?
I'm sorry, but this whole situation of comparing you now to what you used to look like is just too funny. Especially the stomach. Chill on the pizza, girl.
You do realize that the reason my stomach is like this right now is because I'm pregnant with my husband's baby?
What? No way, come on, at least try and tell me a better lie.
And for your information, the CEO man who you kept accusing that I was trying to forcefully hit on is who I remarried. In other words, he's my husband right now.
Wait. You're telling me you're having a baby with him?
Anyways, I'm not going to stay much longer at this wedding since I have things going on. So I'll be leaving now.
Hold on, I didn't even know you could give birth to a baby. I thought you were diagnosed from the doctors that you couldn't. I'm not buying any of these stories, you hear me? Celia, do you have a second? Super important stuff. I need you to hear all of this. The kid that my wife ended up giving birth to, it ended up not being my son. See, I walked in on her cheating on me. And so we ended up having a DNA test to determine our son's genetics. And what do you know, he isn't even related to me. Ugh, why does stuff like this keep happening to me? I don't deserve any of this. I suppose there isn't much use just sulking here either though, is there? I'll just slam that woman a divorce paper along with the official DNA results and get out of this mess altogether. That's all I can do at this point. By the way, I'm living in that house I was living in back when we were married along with my parents right now. And it's all because of the fact that that woman has custody over my son now and is still living in our house. I don't have much choice but to spend the time sleeping at my parents' house. So I'll just approach her and tell her to get out along with the kid. And after all of that is sorted, I can finally start on a clean slate from zero. Well, I have bigger plans, but I'll let you know after everything has been dealt with. I'm sure we could appreciate the good news a lot more if I do it that way. Just hold on tight. I'll be back with information later. Celia, great news. You have to listen to this. I finally got through with divorcing that woman that ruined my life. And I got her to pay for all of the divorce fees since she was the direct cause of all of this. I don't even know if she has the money to pay it off, though. I'm sure this will put her in her place. That'll teach her to never come mess with me. She better not come begging to me for money in the future. Phew, I'm so glad that is all dealt with now. Anyways, why don't we use this money to go on another wedding vacation? I'm more than happy to cover it all. And then after that, we can try for a baby during our honeymoon. How does that sound?
Ew, you're so gross. Get lost.
What do you mean? I've cut all ties with my previous life. Now I'm here to fully support you.
I was gonna just leave you as is since I felt bad that your wife cheated on you. But you've said one too many things recently that have rubbed me the wrong way. So, let's get some things straight before you get any other ideas, yeah? I literally told you last time we properly talked that I have a husband. You saw him with your own two eyes. So I don't know why you thought hitting on me was a good idea.
So, you're still with him?
Why wouldn't I be? I told you I've married him. Unlike you, I only marry people who I fully trust. And we've even had a baby together. So why in the world would I ever go back to being with you after getting so many positive things happen in my current situation?
I mean, don't you think everything has lined up between us? That it's destiny for us to get back together like old times?
God, you're so delusional, it's actually worrying.
We randomly just so happened to bump into each other at a friend's wedding. I'm telling you, that doesn't just happen randomly. And then I found out that you actually could have babies, unlike what I thought prior about you. Then I find my ex-wife cheating on me with another man. And to top it all off, the secret was revealed that my son wasn't actually my son. Why did all of these things just so happen to have happened within such a short period of time? It just doesn't make any sense. This is destiny telling us that it's best for us both to go back to being together. I know it.
Oh, let me ask one final thing.
What is it? I'll do anything for my love.
I'm sorry to pry into your private life and all, but haven't you ever considered that you were the one that couldn't make any babies? Maybe it wasn't me that was the problem with our attempts at having a child in the past.
Me? Why would I be, though?
I mean, think about it. We were together 5 years and we never had luck with a child. Then you get together with this other woman and ended up being with her for 3 years and yet not having a child that was your own. 8 whole years in total. I'm sorry, but if we're talking about coincidences, I feel like this is the first thing you should really think about properly. Why was it that you never had your own kid?
No. How, though? It can't be my fault, can it? No way. I won't believe it.
Look, I'm just suggesting some weird links between all of this. I'm not confirming anything. But if you really want to be sure it isn't your fault, you should really get all of that checked out by a doctor.
No way.
Look, going back to what we first talked about though, I just want you to fully understand that I do not have plans whatsoever to ever get back with you. Understand?
Huh? Why?
I have told you time and time again that I have a child and husband now. If you were in my shoes, you'd do the exact same thing of choosing a happy family rather than someone that cheated on you previously.
But that all happened because of a misunderstanding where I thought you weren't able to have children. That's all it was.
Don't you ever think what you say is scummy, huh? There's a reason why I try to ignore you for as long as I could. And there's the reason why I ended up having a baby with a man much more kinder than you could ever be.
Wait. You could always just divorce him and let him have the kid, right? Surely it's not that hard to go through that.
You're actually disgusting. Utterly vile.
Aw, come on. It's not that bad of an idea, is it?
I cannot believe you. I understand now that some people just shouldn't have children. And you're definitely one of those people just from the things coming out of your mouth.
Wait, why are you saying all of this?
The fact that you're even questioning all of these thoughts of yours is enough to prove my point. I think you should just be single for the rest of your life. Goodbye. Never talk to me again. For starters, let's go over my sister and her child. The DNA test results showed us who the father was. It was a man who wanted to have her kid for himself to get raised within his household, where that desire came to fruition, and it ended with my sister being left with nothing. With nowhere else to go, the whereabouts of my sister isn't known to many people. As for my ex-husband, even though I told him that he could be the direct cause of him never having children, he ignored that advice and went on with his life. He ended up spending the rest of his days hitting up young women whenever he had the chance, having no luck at all with his endeavors. Through all of this, his parents just so happened to get a divorce at the same time. And it was all because of the money he'd used from his inheritance from his grandfather's passing, which was something he wasn't meant to actually use at all. In other words, he ended up having to pay back the amount he ended up using over the years, which ended up being something like $60,000. Unsurprisingly, he spends his days working day and night to pay off that loan on top of looking after himself in a small rundown apartment. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe for more story videos uploaded daily.
Hey, Jess. I think we should get a divorce.
Hi, is this really Chris? This is completely out of the blue. What are you talking about? Can you please elaborate a little more?
There is nothing to elaborate. I'm sorry, but I would like to file for divorce.
I am so confused right now. You can't suddenly text me to get a divorce. I don't understand where this is coming from. I think you do need to explain a little more. Like, did something happen? Can you start with maybe telling me the reason why you want to get a divorce?
Well, there is something I have to tell you. I have another family.
Okay. You have another family. I still don't quite understand. Are you telling me that you had an affair with someone else? What do you mean by another family?
Like, I have a kid now. My girlfriend is pregnant.
Hold on a second. One thing at a time. Did you just say, my girlfriend? What the hell are you talking about? Is this for real?
I would never joke about something like this. Of course, I'm being dead serious right now.
So, let me get this straight. You had an affair with someone, who you now call your girlfriend, and then you got her pregnant. Is that right? Chris, we are literally in the midst of trying to have a baby.
Yeah, I know that.
Like, we just went to the doctor the other day to get tested for anything that might complicate our pregnancy. Are you telling me that you were taking all of these tests with me while you were getting your girlfriend pregnant? I don't understand. We haven't even gotten our results back yet. Like, why would you be okay with trying to get pregnant with me when you were sleeping with someone else?
Yeah, I know. You don't have to explain it back to me. It's my fault, okay? I do feel bad about it. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not the baby's fault.
I'm sorry?
I'm thinking about the future. And I think us getting a divorce is what is best for the baby. You gotta think about the baby. I really want my girlfriend and me to give our baby a happy and healthy life. So you and I have to end things.
I have no words to say to you right now. My head is spinning.
Please, you have to understand. It's for the baby.
Honestly, I'm having a really hard time understanding what is happening right now. Like, do you really expect me to just say, okay, sure, yay for the baby, to everything you just told me? Like, this is way too much information.
I think I need a moment to process everything. But I'm asking you sincerely, aren't I? What more am I supposed to say? The situation is what it is. What do you expect me to do about it? What can I do to convince you to get a divorce? Jesus, Chris. Listen to yourself for a second. You shoot me a text out of the blue to end our marriage, and then proceed to blast me with all of your horrible lies. Do you understand that? I haven't done anything wrong here. Don't turn this on me. Yeah, but you aren't listening to me. I'm already past that. As I said, this is all for the baby. I think you should really be the bigger person about this. As adults, we should think about the baby first. Unbelievable. Forget it. You are making absolutely no sense. Can you at least let me talk to your girlfriend or whoever she is? Why do you need to talk to her? I get that none of this is the baby's fault, okay? But I don't think it's really about the baby right now. I think you're missing the big picture here. I don't know if you remember, because you apparently have been acting like you don't, but you and I are married. We are bound by law, right? So that relationship you have with your girlfriend is what is called an extramarital affair. In the eyes of the law, this is a crime. It is punishable. Whoa. You don't need to get all worked up and serious about it, okay? You have to let me meet her and talk to her face to face. There is no way I'm doing that. Why not? If you meet her, I don't know what you will do to her. For all I know, you can start attacking her and hurt the baby. Do you really think that I'm going to start attacking your girlfriend and hurt the baby? How rude of you to think that I'd do anything remotely close to that. I'm not a monster. If everything you told me is true, the least you can do is let me talk to her. I need to make sure that you and her will both take full responsibility for your actions. Responsibility? Okay. But wait a minute. I know what you are doing here. You keep talking like this is all my fault. But am I really the only one in the wrong here? Are you joking right now? Is that even a question? What is wrong with you? Hey, just because I'm the one who happened to have a baby with another woman doesn't make it all my fault, okay? Like, have you thought about the reason why I even have a girlfriend? What made me want to be in a relationship with someone other than you? Don't you think you have some fault in that? A fault in what, exactly? Like, maybe it's because of how you treated me and how you made me feel. Maybe that's something you need to reflect on more and think about. What do you mean by the way I treated you? I mean, yeah, from an outsider's perspective, it may seem like it's all my fault because of the extramarital affair or whatever. And I get that what I did has its consequences. I own up to that, okay? But I don't know. Don't we need to take a moment to think about why I would even do that in the first place? I feel like there are two sides to the story here. You only see it from your perspective. But how about mine? I feel like there might be people out there who would be understanding of my side of the story once they know the reason. I'm sorry. I'm not following. Like, think about it, Jess. Was our marriage that perfect? You really didn't think there weren't any issues with us? Is it really that surprising to you that I would want to be with someone else? I mean, if there was any reason for you to do something like that, I guess I would say that maybe it's because we were both busy with work and we didn't have enough time for each other. Wrong. Strike one. Try again. Ew, why are you saying it like that? Is this a game to you? Fine. Maybe because you don't like me anymore? Well, kind of. But still, wrong. Strike two. I really don't like you making light of the situation like that. You need to cut it out right now. Jeez, you're always no fun. Well, I guess you never really got me then. The answer is this. You blamed me for us not being able to have a baby. You said that I was infertile.
I never said that. That is simply not true.
Oh, really? Think about it. Think about everything you have said to me. You always said things to imply that I'm the one who was infertile and it was my fault that it was difficult for us. Imagine how that would make me feel, to be constantly told and reminded of that day in and day out.
I'm sorry, I just can't seem to wrap my head around all of this. Everything you're saying is just getting crazier by the minute. So you're telling me that that is what was bothering you this whole time?
Yeah. And isn't it usually the woman's fault anyways? Like when babies can't be conceived, it's usually not the father's fault, right? I think we both know that it's 100% your fault. You just don't want to admit that. But you just kept asking me to get tested, as if it's my fault. Do you know how much emotional damage you caused me by pushing me like that every day?
That's really not fair for you to say. I don't think you understand how this all works. The only reason why I was asking you to get tested was because my test came back clean. It proved that my body has no issues. Why else would I need to keep pushing you to do that? Isn't that a normal thing for a wife to ask her husband? Especially if we were both trying so hard to get pregnant.
Okay, but that test is bogus though, isn't it? It's not definitive of whether you were fertile at the time.
What? No, it is a completely legitimate test. Besides, you agreed and already took the test. You never spoke up about not wanting to take it before now. This is the first time I'm hearing you say any of this. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I thought we were on the same page about this. That we both wanted a baby together. Were you just lying to me the entire time?
Of course I wasn't lying to you. I also wanted to have a baby. In fact, I wanted us to have a baby more than anything in the world. That's why I took the test, even though I knew it wasn't going to mean anything. But no matter how many times we tried, you weren't getting pregnant. Does it make me a bad person to want to be with someone who will have a baby with me? Like, that's literally the only thing I wanted in our marriage.
Oh, that was the only thing you wanted, was it? Gosh, I can't believe what you were saying to me right now. I can't believe I was trying to have a baby with you.
Huh. That worked out for you then. Imagine being me, though. How I felt being stuck in this marriage with no prospect of having kids. And then, here comes along this woman who knows a man's needs. And she is willing to try with me and even successfully gets pregnant with my baby. That's all I ever wanted. That's like a man's dream come true. This is what men have been like from the beginning of time. All men have this inner desire to want to be with a woman who can procreate. It's just instinct. Men can't control that.
I think I'm going to throw up. This is the worst mansplaining I have heard in a long time. I now realize that there is no point in me trying to reason with you like a normal person anymore.
Well, that explains why you don't understand anything about my needs. If you can't give me a baby, does that even make you a woman?
I can't even begin to comment on what you just said. Just tell me, who is this woman? At this point, I really have to see who we are dealing with.
I'm not going to tell you. I don't trust you.
Fine. Suit yourself. I can just look her up myself.
Hey, don't you dare contact her. I'm warning you. She is none of your business. There is no need to get her involved in this. I already apologized to you. Isn't that more than enough?
Wow. Do you even understand what an apology means? This is the farthest thing from it. I guess I can't expect much from someone who shamelessly defends himself based on the man's inner desire for procreation. Since you are, as you proudly put it, such an animal, you may not understand this. But people who live in this society live according to laws, and there are laws against those who commit infidelity. So whether you like it or not, I am lawfully entitled to sue that woman. She is already part of this, whether you like it or not.
Hey, don't you dare talk to me like I'm stupid. I already know about all of that. If that's the case, then let's proceed accordingly. I will call my lawyer. And if you would like, you should get one too. A lawyer? God, Jess, you always have a way of making such a huge deal out of nothing. Didn't you hear anything I just said? This is practically all your fault. You are the one who failed to get pregnant with my baby. You should really start being a little more careful with the things you say to me. All you are doing is just adding to that future alimony you'll be paying. Just shut up. I am so done with you. I should have divorced you a long time ago, you useless woman. I don't care how much alimony I have to pay as long as you get the hell out of my life. I'm gonna hold you to that, Chris. Let's just hope you don't regret what you just said. Because I won't forget it. The hell do I care? You have nothing on me. You and your good-for-nothing uterus can go cry yourselves to sleep.
Hey girl, what's up? It's been a minute. I heard you were looking for me or something. Chris told me all about it. Just wanted to check in to see if you needed me.
Oh, Lizzie, it's been a while. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I know, it's been like so long, right? I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am to be giving birth to Chris's little baby boy. Isn't that so crazy?
Wait a second. You are Chris's girlfriend?
Duh. That's what I've been saying this whole time. Hold on, you didn't know? Gosh, where have you been?
This is outrageous. Lizzie, we've known each other since kindergarten. I don't understand how you could do this to me. I thought we were friends.
Well, I haven't always been making the best decisions in my life, I thought that it was about time I start having some stability. You always said how amazing your husband was. And I just thought, man, if only I had someone like Chris in my life, everything will just go in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, what if I just went for it, I mean, I didn't think I'd actually snatch him up, but...
Do you even realize the damage you have caused? You not only hurt me, but you also ruined our family.
Oh my God. Did you just say family? What family are you talking about? Oh, you poor thing. That is so pathetic. You have to have kids to call it a family, sweetie.
Please don't call me sweetie.
Girl, you are making me crack up. Look at you trying to be all like, my family, when it's really just like you and Chris. Soon to just be you. But, I mean, oh, you poor thing. It must really suck to not be able to have babies. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I were so useless,
Did I ever do something to you, Lizzie? I think you have crossed the line.
Girl, chillax. It's all just for fun. But let me tell you, Chris would always come running to me crying over and over again. Saying things like, Jess won't give me a baby. Or like, I can't keep living with a woman who can't even do something simple as having babies.
I don't need to hear any of this. You can stop now.
Oh my God, just let me finish, okay? So anyways, you know how we work at the same company? You would think that we would run into each other from time to time, but since we work at such a large office, we actually never saw each other. So, I had to really work my way around to make sure that I do. You know what I'm saying? Pull some strings and stuff.
So you were the one who approached him first?
Yeah, girl. I just went up to him and said, oh, I know your wife, Jess. We've known each other for a long time. Since kindergarten. And then out comes all of this bad-mouthing about you. It was just one complaint after another. Just yapping away about everything. I didn't even have to try. All I had to do was just agree with everything he said. It was so easy to get him to like me.
He had that many complaints, huh?
Yeah, I was so shocked. Because, All you ever said was you guys were doing this and that and just bragging about how wonderful your marriage was going. So I was like, whoa, behind that fake smile was all of this? Girl, this is a really crappy situation. Like, you need to get your man together.
Honestly, I had no idea he had that many frustrations about our life together. Can you share with me some of the things he mentioned to you?
Okay. Let me think. Oh, I got one. Like, he didn't like the way you always yelled at him when he left his socks on the living room floor. Or like how you were always nagging him to do chores on the weekends. He works so hard during the week, so he doesn't want to do more on the weekend. But he was mainly upset about how you just failed at giving him a baby.
I see. He was upset about my infertility.
Yeah, it's basically all he ever talked about. He would say things like how you tricked him into marrying you, and he never would have if he had only known.
Oh, wow. The truth comes out then. I can't believe he would insult me like that behind my back.
Don't you kind of deserve it, though? I mean, from what I can see, he's doing his part fine. So it's kind of like on you that you can't get pregnant.
I think I have heard enough about that already.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, then we started hanging out more often. And he started talking about how you would say mean things to him, like that he was infertile and it was his fault that you weren't getting pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And he would come to me about this over and over again, you know?
Right.
And like one night, we were super drunk and he started talking about it again, you know? I mean, he was like getting really emotional about it. And so I was like, oh my God, what if we try doing it without a condom? Then we can see if he really is infertile or not. So we checked in at the motel across the street. And here we are. Isn't that so funny?
I think I understand the situation now.
But like, the crazier thing is, we only needed to do it once. Isn't that so insane? I mean, you guys had to try over and over and over again. It was taking forever, you know?
Yeah, that's good for you.
I know, right? So yeah, that's how it all went down. Anything else you want to know?
I do have one question. How long has it been since you guys started seeing each other?
I guess it was about 6 months ago.
6 months? Wow, that's a long time. I can't believe I didn't notice that the whole time.
Oh, you poor thing. I do feel so sorry for you. You have no idea. Anyway, are you satisfied now?
How could I be satisfied?
Well, you had some questions for me, right? Did I answer all of them?
Do you really have no remorse for what you've done?
Oh my God, you need to take a chill pill. You know, I could have just easily not said anything about anything to you. But then I just thought, you know, you can't have any babies, and your husband left you too. All because of me, you know? And I started feeling a little sorry for you. I realized it must be so hard for you right now. So I decided I should reach out to you to check in on you. Wasn't that nice of me to do? I mean, after all, we are childhood friends, right?
I haven't heard from you in a long time. So I do appreciate you reaching out to me.
Right? See? I got you, girl. People do say I'm super thoughtful, you know? So, when are you guys getting a divorce? Because I'm gonna pop soon. And I definitely want the baby daddy to be official on paper before that, you know? Gotta get that in writing, quick!
We are filing for divorce very soon. But I think there is something that needs to be taken care of first. Neither of you have shown any remorse for what you have done.
What are you talking about?
I think you guys owe me an apology.
An apology? Oh, okay. I am so sorry this happened to you. Like that? Should I send that to you in hard copy?
Is this all funny to you?
Girl, I am so serious.
Okay, I really have no time nor the mental energy for any of this. I'm going to talk to my lawyer about this, and I will have him reach out to you guys once he's drafted the complaint against you and we're ready to go to court. So please make sure to reach out to him directly for further action.
Court? What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do you mean? This is just common sense.
But I'm pregnant right now.
So what?
Wow, girl. You have no heart. You really want to take a pregnant lady to court?
What does that have anything to do with anything?
Why does the baby have to suffer the consequences? You taking money from me and Chris means you're taking money away from the baby.
Yes, I get that.
How could you do that to the baby? I did the responsible thing, didn't I? I was the one who reached out to you.
That is correct.
And I shared everything with you honestly. I didn't have to, but I did.
That is also correct.
After all of that, how can you talk about court? Something is seriously wrong with you.
No, Lizzie. Something is seriously wrong with you.
What did you just say to me?
This whole conversation is insane. A normal person would not steal their childhood friend's husband. And a normal person would not get pregnant with their childhood friend's husband.
Well, that's all because you are infertile.
Actually, I'm not the one who's infertile. In fact, please stop saying that about me. It's very rude to the women who are actually struggling with infertility problems.
What are you even saying? That doesn't make any sense. I'm literally pregnant with Chris's baby right now. If I got pregnant with Chris, that's proof that he is fertile, right?
You can keep telling yourself that. Doesn't matter to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of talking to do with my lawyer. Don't expect to be marrying Chris before we've dotted all our I's over here.
Jess, I've known you for a really long time, but I have to say, you are literally the worst. You are the devil, Jess. You should be ashamed of yourself. You have no sympathy.
Wow, you took the words right out of my mouth. I can say the exact same thing about you.
Excuse me?
All right, let's review what has happened here. 1. My husband cheated on me and broke my trust. 2. He cheated on me with my childhood friend, who also broke my trust. 3. The both of you continue to insult me by saying that I am infertile, which is not true. So let me ask you this. Who is the one with no sympathy here? What kind of a friend does that make you? Actually, by definition, it makes you not my friend.
Well, now that you put it like that, it does kind of suck to be in your shoes. I feel bad for you.
And despite all of that misery you two put me through, I am still willing to take the higher road by getting out of your way. Because I also believe that that baby deserves a chance at a happy life. No child should suffer the consequences of adults' decisions.
Okay, fine. You're right.
I have lost count of how many times I wish that the two of you would get hit by a bus or something. But at the end of the day, that baby didn't do anything wrong. So ultimately, I wish you two success for the baby's sake.
Well, I'm glad we both agree on that. In that case, does that mean you will reconsider the lawsuit?
No. What I'm saying is, some compensation is the least you can do for all the damage you have caused. If you truly care about the child's life, this is what you would do. So you can start on a clean slate for your new family.
I guess so.
From this point forward, you can talk to my lawyer. I will not be talking to you directly ever again.
All right, fine, if that's what you want.
I do want to send over some paperwork to you, but I want to make sure to send somewhere where I know you will receive it and not get ignored. Unfortunately, I can't trust you or Chris to not let this slip through the cracks. So is it okay if I send it to your work address?
What? Hold on. I don't want you to send anything like that to my company address. That's like private stuff. Why would you do that?
I thought you guys are getting married though, right? Sooner or later, wouldn't your coworkers find out about it anyways? I'm not trying to barge into your workplace or anything crazy like that. It's just sending some documents.
Oh, that's true. I guess that's fine.
Once you receive the documents, you can contact my lawyer.
Hey, I feel like I really messed up. I'm sorry, okay?
Whatever. Goodbye, Lizzie.
Oh my god! Can you believe how cute he is?
Hello. Sorry, I don't have your number saved on my phone. Who is this?
This cutie's mama! It's me! Lizzie! I look so good in this picture, don't I?
Lizzie. I thought I blocked you. How did you manage to contact me?
Oh, I just got a new phone. New number and everything.
Great. I can never seem to be able to get away from you. What do you want?
Aw, don't be like that. I thought we were over it.
It's not something I will get over. I made myself clear last time we met that I don't want anything to do with you or Chris anymore. You are nothing to me now. Don't pretend like nothing happened.
That's such a long time ago. Why are you still hung up over all of that?
I am not going to explain myself again. You shouldn't have contacted me. What do you want?
Oh, come on. For all time's sake. Aren't we basically like sisters at this point? You can't just cut me out, you know. I just wanted to ask you something. Can't I ask you one question?
You're gonna ask me anyways.
See? You know me so well. So what have you been up to these days? Do you have a boyfriend yet?
I knew you were going to ask something pointless like that. No, I don't have a boyfriend. Even if I did, I won't tell a homewrecker like you.
Ouch. That's a bit harsh. Aw, so no boyfriend yet then. Must be tough out there.
Sure.
Aw, I'm so sorry you haven't found someone yet. I guess it's hard to get married again after being divorced and all.
Mm-hmm.
Not only are you divorced, you also have infertility issues, right? That's a double whammy. Hard to come by someone who would want to marry someone like that. I feel so sorry for you.
I'm sorry. Is that all you have to say? If that's the case, can you please never contact me again? I'm going to block you again. Don't make me get a restraining order on you.
Oh my god, girl. Always so serious. I'm just playing with you. I actually have some really important news to tell you.
Get on with it then.
So, I can't believe this is happening, but I am happy to share that I'm pregnant with my second child. Woohoo!
That's great.
Hey, aren't you happy for me?
Your life has nothing to do with me anymore.
Are you still bitter about what I said earlier? Come on, you always take everything too seriously. Okay, I'm sorry I said that. I won't say it again, I promise.
Congratulations on the baby. What did Chris say when you found out?
Oh, Chris? He was so ecstatic. And by the way, he really is such a good man. Married life has been so good to us. Like, he has never cheated on me, you know? He's also, like, such a good dad. Always working so hard for our family. I mean, we can't afford me to be just a housewife yet, so I have to keep working for a little bit longer. But I don't mind it at all. Because Chris is actually really good around the house. Like cleaning and cooking. He's such a supportive husband. You really missed out.
That's just so great, Lizzie.
After seeing the kind of family man that he is, I really felt good about having another child with him, you know? He is such a good dad. Imagine him having a baby girl. Isn't it so fantastic? Life is so amazing. I really can't thank you enough.
What are you thanking me for exactly?
If you didn't divorce him, he wouldn't be my husband. He's such a good catch, you know. It's all because of you that I have such a wonderful man in our family. I am the happiest woman in the world.
Yeah, I'm sure that happiness won't last very long, though.
Rude. You are such a Debbie Downer. Are you just jealous that I am living my best life? What a terrible thing to say to someone who is genuinely happy. Where is this all coming from? Are you, like, butthurt or something?
Pretty sure I'm not that butthurt about it.
Well, I can't put up with that kind of negative energy. Just because you aren't happy doesn't mean you can make me feel bad. Our family is as happy as we can be, and you can't take that away from us. Chris is getting a promotion, too. So after I give birth to our little girl, I can quit working full-time and switch to a part-time job. And soon enough, we will be financially stable enough so that I can quit working and be a full-time mom. I've got it all figured out, you know.
Oh, is that so?
Of course! You don't know anything. It's really not nice of you to keep bringing others down, you know. Just because you aren't happy doesn't mean others can't be.
It's interesting. To me, it all sounds just like you are trying to convince yourself.
What do you mean by that?
What are you so afraid of? Are you worried that something bad is going to happen? Maybe someone is going to find out about what you've been hiding?
What are you even talking about? What do you know?
Could it be that Chris found out about it already? Aren't you worried about that?
I don't understand. What are you saying?
I mean, from what I heard, you guys are getting a divorce, right?
A divorce? Who told you that? You can't joke about things like this, Jess. This isn't funny.
Oh, shoot. You didn't know. Chris found out that he is infertile. It's impossible for him to make babies naturally.
You're lying.
No, it's true. We were trying to get pregnant for a long time, but since it wasn't working, I finally convinced him to get tested. We were still going through the tests and waiting to hear back the results leading up to the divorce.
Yeah, but didn't we establish that you were the one with infertility issues?
Yeah, Chris definitely lied about that. As I repeatedly told you before, I am not infertile. The tests were definitive. After we found out that there were no issues on my end, we decided to get him tested too. We didn't get the results back until after the divorce, so there was no way for him to know for sure if he was infertile or not.
Then how come you are telling me now that Chris is infertile? Are you just trying to manipulate me and take him back again?
No. I would never do that to myself. I went to the hospital recently for the first time in a few years. That's when my doctor showed me the results from his fertility tests. Supposedly, he never came to the hospital himself to pick them up. I guess he really didn't care after the divorce. He told the doctor to give them to me instead the next time I come back for an appointment.
Can the doctor really do that? Like, show you his test results?
Chris gave him permission and said that the results have nothing to do with him now, so he doesn't need them. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, but I was so shocked to see those results myself.
If that's true, how does that make any sense? My firstborn is Chris's baby. I got pregnant after that one time we did it.
Yeah, so you can stop lying about that, Lizzie. Chris told me he looked into things.
No, he didn't.
He found out that you were with some guy way before Chris came into the picture. It's someone you've known for a long time and have quite a history with.
That's not true.
He's like some D-list actor, right? He still hasn't gotten his big break, so he's not really financially there yet. So when he found out that you got pregnant with him, he refused to marry you.
Shoot. How can you know all of this?
And you freaked out thinking that you would have to raise a kid on your own. So you took advantage of Chris's situation and made him think that it was his. Am I wrong?
How did you get this information?
Chris emailed me about it.
Why are you guys emailing?
I emailed him first to let him know the results of the fertility test because I thought he should know. I obviously don't want to associate with him ever again. But I mean, it had other implications, so I knew in my gut it was the right thing to do. He was surprised too, to say the least. That's when he started looking into whether the baby was really his or not.
God, you have always been so annoying like that. Butting into other people's business. Why the heck would you do that? He specifically told the doctor he didn't want to see the results.
All the same, doesn't he have the right to know about his own body? Especially if it meant he might be living with a cheater? The last thing I want is for anyone to feel betrayed the way I did. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. So I had to tell him. I emailed him about the results first before I met up with him to hand him the hard copy.
What did he say?
He said he was going to look into things. I mean, he looked pretty disappointed, but can you blame him?
When was this? Was it yesterday? Or the day before yesterday?
3 months ago.
No. For 3 months? I can't believe he knew about this for that long. How come he didn't tell me?
Yeah, so I think he needed some time to collect all the evidence, and it seems like he has a lot of it now. Last time I spoke with him, he said he was ready to file for divorce.
No, Chris wouldn't do that. There is no way we can get a divorce.
It's not like I can do anything about it. That's between the two of you.
You should convince him not to do it. I'll go break up with the other guy. I promise to never meet with him again. Please, you have to stop him.
Yeah, but again, this isn't my problem. You should tell that to Chris yourself.
But I haven't been able to get in touch with him. And I can't find any of his stuff around the house. I think he packed up his things already. What if he never comes back?
Oh, man. I guess it was too late then.
How can you say it like that? What's going to happen to my unborn baby? I know for sure that this one is definitely Chris's baby.
Oh my, Lizzie. I mean, clearly it doesn't make sense that you are pregnant again when he is infertile. But he's checked already, just to be sure. And what do you know? It turns out he is not the father. Again.
Wait, how did he check?
I think he said there was a blood test that you had to do to check on the progress of the pregnancy. The one you do to make sure the baby is healthy, right?
Oh my God. It must have been that time when we were at the hospital together.
It's so insane to me that you thought you'd be able to get away with it twice. Pulling it off once is one thing, but the audacity to try it again is quite something. It's like they say, once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, this really has nothing to do with me anymore, so I bid you well. Goodbye forever, Lizzie.
No, Jess, wait. Aren't we childhood friends? We are practically sisters. You can't just leave me alone like this. I am sorry for what happened before. I really am. I apologize for everything. And for saying things like that you were infertile. So please forgive me. You have to talk to Chris. Don't let him leave me. What am I supposed to do if he does? I'm begging you. Jess!
Lizzie and Chris did end up getting divorced. Lizzie got custody of both of the kids, naturally. They're still working at the same company, but obviously it is an uncomfortable situation for everyone. Lizzie can't quit because she has to keep making money to raise 2 kids on her own. So it seems like Chris is making arrangements now to get a new job elsewhere. People at work were already looking down on their marriage. So when this came out of it, everyone was completely fed up with them. The only reason why I know about any of this is because Chris reached out to me after all of this went down. He said he now knows what it feels like to be on the other side of a divorce. I guess he thought I would have sympathy for him because he tried to get back together with me. I am honestly appalled that after everything that he put me through, he still had the nerve to say something like that to me. It took everything in me to not punch him in the face. Instead, I have decided to make the wiser choice and just block him so he can never get in touch with me ever again. Good riddance. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.